Good morning, traders. Welcome to the channel. My name is Justice, and this is Call to Trade. So we are in London session. This is day two, right? It's day two of the series, and yeah, the series. The objective is to trade challenges, taking challenges to funded accounts, from funded accounts to withdrawals, to from withdrawals, to showing that trading is actually something that is tangible, right? It's something that you can actually hold. It's something that you can actually see work, right? So the objective of this stream, yeah, that's the objective of this year. By the way, if it's your first time being here, don't be shy. Hit the subscribe button and like and share the video, right? So that other people may be able to find this video too, right? Um, we are got to think about 97 subscribers. The goal is to reach to 100. From 100, we left to just 3 subscribers. And then from 100, we go to 500, just like that, right? So, yeah, I did manage to fix up or update the stream a little bit more. So I hope it's going to be much better than yesterday's one, right? I did not check if I'm audible. May I please do so? May I please check? Okay, I am audible, which is good, right? Which is good. So, um, yes, guys. So let's do the right thing, right? So I have looked at the market already. I did actually wake up around, I think it was half 5 today. So it's something I was actually testing, and I wanted to see. Okay, I forgot that. Yeah. So, um, yes. So there's something I wanted to see. There's a pattern I've seen that's repeating a lot, and I wanted to actually have a look at it and see if it's taking place or not. And as I was working, right, I then okay, as I was working, right, I then noted that down, right? It's important to make sure you've got a journal with you every time, right? I don't know if this is exposure, doing the light exposure, but make sure you've got a journal with you all the time, right? So, taking notes. So, okay, okay. This thing of the cam going on and off, I think I've seen what is causing it, right? But I don't know how to solve it. I think it's the microphone because when I just give me a second. Okay. Um, okay. I'll see. But I know that that's the only thing that from time to time it goes on, goes off, goes on and off, right? So, okay. All right. So I've got setups that I've analyzed. I've got NASDAQ and let me see. Okay, NASDAQ is no longer in place. but well, it's still there, but we've got SMP. Let's see. It's 30. It's US 30 actually, right? I've got US 30 as a potential area setup, right? That I am looking forward to. So so again, nothing on this channel is financial advice, right? Everything that you see in this channel is only for educational purposes. I am not regulated by the FSCA or any other financial board, right? So yeah, I'm not regulated by any financial board or sector. I am just doing this. I'm just sharing a journey and actually just showing my progress, right? As as we trade here, right? Okay, so that's out of the way. So what do I have? I've got US 30. Yes, I've got US 30, right? And I also had NASDAQ a bit, but I'm still going to see what if it's updating the analysis or if it's still, you know. So with US 30, I'm expecting, so if you look at what we have here, right, we've got some form of structure here. In fact, let's remove yesterday's analysis. Let's remove yesterday's analysis, right? So remember the objective with US 30, like we are seeing it go check out the high, even though we took a short, which was a winning trade, and then we went out, price reversed, took out the high, and you can see where we at, right? So even if we go on the higher time frame, let's say we go on the daily time frame. If we go on the daily time frame, we look at it, we can see it looks like we are rebalancing. We took out some form of liquidity. We came into a gap here, and it looks like we are retracing, going upright. We are, when I say retracing, we are pushing up, we're expanding upright. So what else do we see here is that we've got okay, I think I should be using this guy. Yeah, if I'm facing, you see this guy, yeah, I should be using this guy. I'm facing this side, so that yeah, there is a bit of ratio, right? So yeah, so to cut some liquidity, we came into here on the daily, into this gap here. Now we are going up, right? We are, looks like we are expanding. So if we go to the daily, right? So from a higher time frame, of course, bias looks like it's bullish. So it is bullish. Actually, we are reversing here. You can see we are reversing. So if we do go to the 4-hour, having a look at what we have now, looks like we've came into that gap there, but does it have strength, right? In order for us to see that, the only form of strength it could have, maybe it's a retracement or just a retracement, because we are looking forward to be bullish with US 30. So again, on the 4-hour, we've created this fair value gap here. So we are in this fair value gap now. Looks like we are going into this. We can potentially go into this one. In fact, I'm looking forward for price to actually come into this gap here. I want to see price come in that gap. Once we do trade into that gap, we will be able to once we trade into that gap, then we can look for continuations to buy, right? So I'm not saying this is the one where you can get in and it's going to go all the way to go take out the high. Nope. What I'm saying is this is just the setup for today. We are intraday traders, day traders, and intraday traders. We don't hold trades overnight. So meaning we want a 4-hour. So that move going down and going up, that is actually a good move, right? On a 4-hour, if we are looking at it just in London or in New York session, right? So if you're a swing trader, getting in from the bottom there would have been beautiful, holding the trade, looking forward maybe to come and take out that high. And then, yeah, so what we were looking forward to is that price just to get in here and then we go up, right? And if we do go up and check out maybe that high there, price can even choose even to retrace, have a maybe bigger retracement, right, relative to the higher time frame, and then maybe it could end up going up. But that has nothing to do with us today. That has to do with us maybe the next day or the day after, right, when we come back. But right now, I'm looking forward, or we are looking forward for price to actually come into this gap here, into this fair value gap here. Once we do trade into this fair value gap here, we then should look forward for price to actually go up, right? So we'll go on the hour time frame. And then when we do look at the hour time frame, we can see that we've got this expansion, right? Look, we've got this expansion here. We've got this pullback. We've got an expansion, right? So high, low, high, right, high, high. So my camera is going to flicker. It's going to be going on and off as we go on. So that's fine. Yeah, just the audio is important in the chat. What you are seeing there, I know that is going to remain consistent. So if we take our fib here and take our swing low and swing high and we place it there, what do we see? We want to see price come into the discount, right? We are buying, so we're looking forward for price to actually go into the discount. So if price does come trade into a discount, we also have this gap here. We also get an opportunity just to come and trade into this gap, and then we can actually go up or trade higher, right? So yeah, that's what we're actually looking forward to. So price doesn't necessarily even need to come to all the way, or we don't need to see price let's say it does go down, right? The specific confirmations, price can even go all the way to this low here and then end up going up, right? So it's still a retracement, right? It's still a retracement. So that is what we are looking forward to according just to price action, right? And then now when we do look at our ratios to not say to sustain, but to add on to what we have here, right? Sustain, I think it sounds, it's a good word, it supports the word, so I think that is good. And to agree or to see if these factors of confluences are in line with what we are seeing according to price action, we are going to place our cycles, right? We're going to place our cycles. Where is 18 o'clock? That's 18 o'clock there, right? And then that is our previous daily range that we have here, right? And then where is the, yeah, that's our previous daily range. So that is our, this is how our Monday was. Our low is somewhere there, yesterday's low, and then our yesterday's high is here, somewhere there, right? So we'll correct that a bit when we go closer inside. When we do take our fibs, fibs, when we now look at our means our session cycles, right? Which is our daily cycle. So we're dividing into 4. We know that we've got 4 quarters. So how did London look? London, I'm saying London, Asia, which is our Q1, right? We can see we had a range. So again, when you look at IBTA, what does IBTA say, right? When you do look at IBTA, IBTA does say that we should, everything starts with a range and then either get an expansion. Well, we'll get an expansion, right? So that's our range. We get an expansion. We're expecting expansion, right? And the type of expansion we're expecting is to trade low, right? And when we do trade low, that's going to be an expansion. And then from that expansion, we can either see a retracement or a reversal, right? So we are expecting what? So this is expansion. Range. We get an expansion. Then we are expecting a reversal. Sorry, according to this here. Why I'm saying retracement is actually is a retracement taking into consideration this high. So it's like this is what an impulse retracement, right? Impulse, yeah. In that sense. But according to IBTA, There's we have a range, we're expecting an expansion, and then we're expecting a reversal. Reversal states that price is going to trade above the high of the range. If it's a retracement, it states that price is going to trade, maybe it is going to retrace into the range of the range, something like that, right? You get that in ICT 2020 2016 month, forgive me ICT if I don't remember, it's either month 2, if it's not month 2 it's month 4, yeah, something like that. It's in the beginning of the core content, right? 2016 core content. Yeah. So that is my bias in a nutshell, right? That is what I'm actually looking forward to, or my objective, right? What I'm looking forward to US 30. Yeah, it's as clean and as simple as that. We can see we also have traded and taken out the previous daily high, so that is okay. This is good as well. So we'll be waiting to see if price is gonna go down, right? I was literally having the exact same analysis with NASDAQ, but NASDAQ has now taken out the high here, right? Let's remove yesterday's analysis there. So NASDAQ has now taken out the high here, so that will be good, that to serve as our SMT. Excuse me, if you do use SMT, right? If yesterday still chooses to drop lower, and then we will be still looking forward to buy, right, with US 30 years. So if we get SMT, let's say, let me show you what I would be expecting here. I think it's nicer and neater, and it's going to take into consideration the analysis. And this is a quarterly cycle, so we're going to do this here. We'll take out that there. That's S&P. We could have used S&P, but just go to NASDAQ. So it's going to be NAS 100 USD. That is it there. And then, so let me show you what I'm potentially looking forward to, right? So having that there. So if we have price now, trade maybe into okay, so if we have price now, trade into, oh yes, so you can see here the S30, right, has taken out this high here, right? So yes, 30 is, I'm sorry, it's this camera thing that's distracting me because I can see it go off and go on, right? Just give me a second. Okay, so I'm now using the laptop audio. Just please give me a second. Just a second, 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I think everything's fine. I think, no, sorry, my wife was actually on the call, so I just didn't want that to interrupt. Also, so look, this is something I'm noticing that's taking place now. So I'm seeing that you can see now you're no longer seeing my trader, my ninja trader, not my ninja trader, my trade of 8, right? I can see you no longer seeing my trade of 8 because I execute on this laptop, on the different desktop here, laptop I have here. So when I log in there, it logs it out there because now I'm now logged in on Ninja Trader. So I might as well just yeah, just switch off that there and leave it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, and just leave it like that there, right? You see the P&L, you still be able to see it from Ninja Trader. Okay, the chat as I was fixing, I see Akash, how you doing, my brother? It's good to have you here. Where do you live? I stay in South Africa. All right. I'm in Africa. I'm in south of Africa, like the last country at the bottom of Africa. And you, where do you live, my brother? And yeah, where do you live? See, Trader Isle is like hi, hi, Trader Isle. Is it Trader Isle? Trader L? Oh, Trader Isle. Oh, yeah. So yeah, guys, let's go back. Let's refocus. Let's recenter. Let's refocus and see what London has. So that's the type of the SMT I was kind of saying I would expect, right? You can see here we've taken out 30 has taken out that high there. Who's this here? That's NASDAQ. Cool. You can see it here on the side here where it says NASDAQ, NAS 100. This is US 30, or you can see it from here there. So we can see NAS 100, NASDAQ has taken out this high here. US 30 has not, right? So with what we are expecting here, but the SMT that's taking place is not in our favor, right? So that's SMT to say we should be dropping. Well, it's in our favor if we're expecting the drop good, but if we wanting to buy, yeah, it is in our favor, but where that part is in our favor so that it can drop, it can cause price to drop. And then the SMT would expect is whereby when maybe US 30 reaches maybe somewhere in this area, in this vicinity, and then we see NASDAQ, right, failing to take out maybe this low or that low, doesn't matter, maybe this low, even that's fine, this low makes even more sense. Then we can have SMT to confirm our entry with US 30 to actually go long, right? But yeah, in a nutshell, that's what I'm actually expecting with US 30. I am choosing to, again, like if you look at how New York was yesterday, and I think the past 3 or 4 New Yorks, we come in, we take a trade, we take 1 or even 2 trades, and we're done, right? I think that's the same approach I'm going to use for London, so that we can make sure we're taking solid steps, the same way we make sure we took a solid step yesterday. So it will help us big time in able to, so because remember we've got a consistency score here that we are trying to adhere to, and the 5 days, right? So we'll become a bit more aggressive in the funded stage, but not when we are just funded, but when we've made about maybe $5,000, because my goal is to like make $5,000, create a buffer. Of course, withdraw, cool, and then but create some sort of buffer so that we can be able to now take a bit more trades and or increase our risk appetite as well too, right? But London, I'm literally looking for 1 good trade. I don't want to take multiple trades. I want to take 1 good trade, and once we get it, we're just gonna close it, wait for New York as well. Okay, so let's see here. Transition that I am still waiting for what US 30, right? If US 30 breaks the high, our bias will, of course, change, and then we'll have to update our analysis so that we can see what the market is particularly saying for us. But we've got a range. We're expecting a expansion, then a reversal back up. That's what we're expecting. And then we have let's see. We've got I'm just updating my analysis right with the US with NASDAQ since we've taken out the high. Let's see. Okay. So I see a trader asked, do you only speculate the London session, right? And that's a good question, right? So I've got setups that tell me that if what to expect in New York, right? So let me make it a simple example, a simple example. Power of three, maybe something that's public and people know, right? Power of three, something you may be familiar with. So if we have, if we look at our power of three, what does power of three state? It states that we get an accumulation, then we get a manipulation. We are bullish in this term, right? A manipulation, and then we get an expansion, right? I mean, sorry, no, accumulation, manipulation, then we get a distribution, sorry, right? Cool. So by understanding this here, this power of three, if we put IPTA into it, what does IPTA say? We've got range, an expansion, a reversal, right? And then we get from a reversal, we can get a retracement, or we can get a reversal again, right? Or we can get a range. So we've got a range, expansion, reversal, retracement, expansion, right? We get another expansion up. So now if you take that and integrate it into our quarters, right? If we take that integrated into our quarters, you can see where I'm going with this. Range, expansion, right, which is our accumulation. We're expecting manipulation into a high probability area, so we can go up and expand, right? So that's what IPTA states, right? And so if you've got a range if you ask yourself and say, okay, I've got a range in Asia, right? I've got a range in Asia. So what should I expect in London? You get me? And having a range in Asia now, it tells us, or it actually just tips its hand in showing us what to expect, right? Or what we can potentially expect, right? Okay. So it's telling us what we can potentially expect in London, because we can see we've got that range there taking place. And then yes, in London, right, that range, what we can expect there's just this camera that distracted me. Let's go back. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Take that, integrate it into this here. Asia, what are we seeing? With a range. So what do we expect? We expect an expansion in London. right? If we have a range in London, what do you expect in New York? We expect an expansion in New York. So every the previous session should tell you data about the next session, right? That's the good thing about that. That's the good thing about or one thing that you should actually have. That's what it should do. Previous session should tell you what to expect with the next session. You can see we had an expansion here. That was from the previous day, sharp. Then we had a range. So we're expecting an expansion down. So we can have that accumulation. Then we expect that manipulation. Then from manipulation, we're expecting what? A distribution up. So in New York, we could even have, remember from this point here, we either going to have a retracement or we could have what? A reversal, right? So if we're going to have a retracement, if we have an error that's important there in the setup, we get an entry to reverse. And from that reversal, it's either we're going to, or to retrace, sorry, from this reaction there to go down, it's either we are going to carry on going up or we could potentially carry on going down. But the move for the session, we have already got what we need, right? We've already got what we need. So I hope I answered your question. That's how I'm able to actually look forward to what to look forward to for the next session. So now, for example, you will know that if we ranged in London, you will know what to expect in New York. If we ranged in Asia, you know what to expect in New York. It's that that's how you're able to tell what you, or not tell, but you're able to anticipate what to take place in New York. Sometimes it could take place still in New York, but in no trade zone. Sometimes it could take place still in the same session. Like you could get a manipulation, a distribution all in one session. You should be able to spot that. If you're able to spot that, then you should be expecting a different what? A program to take place, right? A different program to take place. So I hope that was a bit that was clear, or a bit more clearer. Yeah. So that's how I look at the market. You can take that, look at it if you're a swing trader, look at it from a higher time frame. Look at it from having Monday being the range. If Monday was a range, in fact, if you do remember yesterday with gold, if you go back to yesterday's video, you will see that we had gold, right? And in gold, we saw that we were we actually ranged. Exactly. Look at this. As simple as look what happened in Asia, in London, ranged. What did we anticipate in New York? You see, in New York we had an expansion, range, expansion, retracement, expansion, right? So it's as clean and as simple as that, right? We just gotta spend more time taking data, looking at the data, and you'll be able to see. Look at how we did here. We ranged in this session here, so we should expect the expansion above its high or above its low, and into PDRAs to trade lower, to trade higher. So that's exactly what took place here. So I just want to again check on this camera here. I see it's down. Okay, let me use Wi-Fi to connect to it. Maybe it will be fine. Yeah, let's see, maybe it will work better. We'll see. Let me charge this one. Wait, okay, it's fine. I hope this will be much better. Okay, so but analysis there. So yeah, that's how we could expect. If we have another range, then we in this session, then we still wait for an expansion of some sort, right? What was your question? I see. You said okay. Thank you. Got it. Do you trade a New York session as well? Yeah, I trade New York session. I trade two sessions. I trade a New York and a London session, right? So yeah, and I also stream. I stream them, right? You know, if you look at the videos for yesterday, the orders, so each and every day orders comes in pairs. So I drop about 2 videos, which are those streams. So anyway, we'll wait for to see what the market wants to tell us, right? Let me have a look at and see if there's any setups here, because I do this one here. Let me put even an alarm when you do come here. Here's the 50. Let's see, where is the 50 between this range low and high? I'm just gonna put it in this low here and that high there. So I'll put the fib, I'll just put the alert just somewhere here so that we don't get distracted, right? Whenever price gets there, or you're going to get alerted for that. Okay, I want to have a look at okay, I had NASDAQ analysis, right? I just want to double check something there. See if I've got it set up. Okay, so with NASDAQ, I am seeing a potential drop, right? But it needs to give, of course, confirmations, right? So, yeah, I'm seeing a potential drop, NASDAQ. So, I'm going to 5 minutes and I'll show you what I'm looking forward to. So, from where we are here, I'm looking for either we might sweep or even a double bottom, then we can drop. So I'm just waiting for a confirmation so I can see if we are going to be dropping or if we are going to be just right. Okay, I'm gonna be waiting for cells here. Just somewhere from here. my stop loss just above. Let me put it here. And then for us to drop lower. That's what I'm seeing here. So waiting for on the confirmation. If I get a confirmation, we are good. Let me see. You was ready for an execution. Yes, it is you. So we are waiting. You see me execute. Okay. From there, where is this guy here?
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay. So my sell is there. And then my stop loss is just slightly above here. And then my target is a little bit lower. So good. Let's see. Which one is which? So is this one here? Okay. So like in my you see my confirmation if it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I just got my confirmation now. So that was a risk trade. So let's see. As a risk entry, I mean. So let's see. Okay, we are dropping now. We are dropping. Let's see. We're expecting a bigger drop. Okay, it's happening now. We are dropping. Once we check out this low here, I am going to put my stop loss to break even, right? But let's see. Okay, we're dropping. You know, actually even had an opportunity to trade higher, like to get in higher than where I got in. But because I got in the risk, then the confirmation happened and my confirmation was higher. So let's see. I didn't check if Ninja Trader is showing you the profits. Yeah, okay, it is showing you. Okay. We could get a pullback a bit. There is an area I would expect a pullback, probably even close to break even maybe. But that's if we do get it. Okay, we are rejecting. So we'll still be waiting. Still waiting. I hope I'm audible. I hope this is being recorded. Okay, I am audible. Yeah, just break this low, break that low, so you go lower. Let's see. Okay, it's melting now, guys. It's like melting, beautifully melting. Okay, guys, I am happy with what we have. Let's close all positions, close all positions, close all positions,
Order
close
filled.
all positions. Why are you not closing?
Order filled.
Why are you not closing? Why are you not closing? Why are you not closing? Okay, it's closed. Cool. I mean, it was even higher, but the way it closed, it took time to close. Right? It took time to close. I'm still expecting to trade lower, but guys, why should I even stream in New York then if this was so? I mean, we can't make more than 1.5. When I was closing, it was it was saying 1.3, but um, it's okay still. We've hit our target. Remember, our target is to make 700 to 1.4, right? That's what our target is. So, so that we're able to dilute the, what do you call it? As far as we're able to dilute the consistency score. So, guys, let me see. I haven't looked at the chat. I haven't looked at anything. Our trader is like, do you, okay, I did answer that one. You were like, this one here, wait, let's see. Look for price, yes, risky, but I hope it works. It has to, I want to see price trade through ICG. Right, okay, no, that's good. That's good, brother. That's good, that's good, that's good. So, yeah, I mean, we are up. On one account, we're at 51.8. We're literally left with the same amount we made today. We can't make it today. We have to make it tomorrow or the day after, right? So I'm happy, guys. I'm happy we're able to take as much as you say. Why should I? If I trade that one, still it is a consistency score. I can't make more than 1.5 a day. Yeah. So yeah, no, that's my wife that I'm talking to. So guys, cool. Um, let me just give bias. I mean, this is going to be a short stream, but I'm going to give bias, explain to you, show you what I'm expecting. With this guy, I'm expecting it to drop low, even way lower, right? I went out here because it was here, but yeah, I'm expecting it even to trade even lower, lower. And this is because of what we were looking forward to with US 30. US 30, we're expecting it to come a bit in there and go up. But now look, the setup I would have loved to trade. I got a different setup in New York, right? So in London, I mean, so in New York, if price then got there in New York, then I could be looking forward to. It's literally somewhere in this vicinity here. So we can go up, right? That's what I'm actually looking forward to. So I'm actually feeling cold, guys. Yeah, I'm actually feeling cold. Let me just get my chaser. Okay, I can move. I can move. I can disconnect the mic. I'll disconnect the mic. Okay, so I'm still expecting it to melt, to drop lower and lower. I see it's still dropping lower. So let's see. Oh, that was with USD. I'm still in this one here. So this one, anyway, it's just I'm feeling cold. See, we are still melting. We are still trading lower and lower and lower and lower. And where did this go? Okay. So if you got in the trade, it's good, guys. If you ate the trade, I think Trader Al said was waiting for, I don't know if your confirmation showed up, but yeah, see, it's still melting. So it's not much. Tomorrow, when we do get into London or New York, just be looking forward to be passing the account tomorrow, hopefully. So one account at least. Then the other one is going to need another day after that. Okay. Okay. I think it must be better. Okay, let me just get on. I'll fix it after. So yeah, we're still melting, guys. We are still dropping, and we are still dropping. I don't know if it was my eyes, but I felt like I saw 2,000 from one account when we had that strong just this week here, because I know it took us out. We ended up going out somewhere here, but when we had this here, right, you can see we are dropping nicely, right? Is it 30 minutes? Let's see. Yeah. So we are dropping neatly there. Okay. So I'm gonna rate myself so that we can commence this session cleanly, right? I'll just launch the app. Before I go, guys, any questions? Oh, look at the way it's even melting, guys. Oh, it's making it look like we were just playing games. You see what I'm saying? If I was trading a funded account, then there's no need for me to be restricted. I can actually hold my full trades. Right now, I'm literally just following the steps, right? I'm literally just following the rules, right? I'm literally just following the rules. So if I can literally just be trading, and if I can trade a funded account, this move, like I said, I'm expecting it to drop. So look, I enter NASDAQ to drop. And then by the time US 30 arrives, right, we take it to go up. Are you seeing what I'm saying? By the time US 30 arrives with the drop, wherever we're expecting it there, we go up with it. It's that clean and simple and nice. So days like this, let us get funded. You will see things. You're still going to see things on the stream. You're still going to see things. Days like this will make, I don't even want to know about how much, but I'm talking about the percentage wise. We'll be able to make even 10%. It can happen. We can even make 10% a day, because we've got a setup to drop with NASDAQ. But look how much it is still melted. Look at this, guys. Look at this. A nice, beautiful 10R there. Nice and clean. In fact, like I said, I got in a risk entry. If I waited for my confirmation, I would have got even a way better feel, a way better entry than this. Yeah. Look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful this is. A nice 10R. So imagine 10R. They're risking maybe 1% of the count. That is 10%. That's on this trade. And we are still waiting for US 30 to arrive. For US 30 to still arrive. Oh, it's cold. I think it has got me. I feel like I just came out of a shower and I'm. So look at that. Imagine now waiting for NASDAQ, for US 30, getting that US 30. If that trade does work out, we go up with it as well. We go up with it as well. Yeah. So if we get maybe even a nice 5R going up with US 30, that would have been 15% happening on one day, on one stream, right? So this was a very good trade. We are happy with what we were able to take out of the trade. We went out, even prices moved almost like double, right? It was moved actually almost like double what we have. Beautiful trade, beautiful trade. And I'm glad I listened to the voice, because I was not going to say this, right? In my head, I said, okay, we are expecting a pullback. Let me go check if we can get a setup to actually go. That's when I started updating the analysis, and then the setup came into mind. When I went to confirm, looked at the confirm, if my confirmations, everything that is there, then yeah, look how beautiful that was. This was done live. So guys, let us keep pushing. Where is VS Code? VS Code be taking time now to launch, or did I? Another one did not do. Okay. See how we've melted. Still dropping. Still dropping. Still dropping. We are still dropping. So it's all good. We'll be able to be part of this move nicely. Trail the stop loss. We get to a point where we can even be moving the stop loss, trailing it, moving it, right? When it comes to trade, because you now know that, okay, I've hit my take profit, right? But if you're still expecting price to trade lower, the same way like we're expecting from US30, right? We are expecting US30 to still trade to that area. Trail the stop loss. That's where you get the opportunity or the time to be trading the stop loss, doing what is right. You see? So, guys, $1,000, it's not bad. It's actually not bad at all. Okay, first code has launched. Not now. I will deal with it after. Those are my stats. Let's go to terminal. I will be with you now. I'm just we are still dropping, guys. So I don't know if you were able to get it or to capitalize on it, Trader L. Let me know if you're able to capitalize. Yes, you're still in it. Beautiful, my brother. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I am happy you are still in it. I'm happy. I'm happy. By the way, nothing on this channel is financial advice. It is all for educational purposes, right? I'm not regulated by the FSCA or any other financial board. All we do here is just, it's all for fun what we do here. We do it for fun. So, yeah. Gold, I looked at gold, but it was not giving, right? In fact, it's now, I think it's about to give something, but let's see. Look at this. Trail the stop loss, trailing the stop loss, trailing the stop loss, because I know I would have hit my target, what I wanted to make for that there, but you know, because there will be a big, of course, a big retracement, right? There will be a big retracement. I've actually came up, I'm thinking in my head now, I'm actually thinking of, with gold, I'm expecting shorts. Sorry, I'm thinking of so many things that are happening right now, right? I'm expecting shorts, something maybe from, I think we should trade a little bit higher, and then we can trade. So I'm looking at this here. Just a little bit higher than you can be expecting shots. Okay, yeah, this is what I was saying. Let's go back to this guy. Yeah, let's keep on managing this one. Yeah, look at the beautiful drop, guys. Look at the beautiful drop. Let me actually calculate with Ninja Trader how much this move has moved from what we've actually taken. I wish I could actually log in here, my Ninja Trader, so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, I think I can actually log in here. Let me log in here. It's gonna take me out of that other one. Oh, actually, I can open two accounts here. Let me duplicate you, and then I'll. Because what I'm looking at here, I'm seeing alone. I know you can't see it that side, so. Okay, it's loading. How do I log out of this again? Press here. Okay. It's gonna kick me out to the side where I'm logged in there. So, fine. Let's go there. So I show you even where I got in, where my exit was. This was what? MQ. Excuse me. Then show you the calculations of see where we got in. There's somewhere up here. See here, then just to down there. It wasn't much, but yeah, right. So okay, I see it's launching now. That was the app that launched. So we got in somewhere here, and then to where it is now, we are just trying to see, right, how much the move would have moved to where it is now. So contracts with 4 contracts on. Okay, contracts also change. The value of contracts, they also do change. But anyway, I would say maybe from about 3,000, yeah? That's how much this move would have been right now, you see. So we're not risking 740 now. With the contracts to change. So if, let's say maybe about 2.8, yeah, 2.8 is safe. Let's remove these orders. We don't want mistakes or anything to take place, right? So let me just close this guy here. So yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, the retracement is going to go lower. The retracement is going to go, it's going to go lower. I think. So this is what that's coming to my mind now is I want to add it to my discretionary rule, right? My 80% discretionary rule, and I think it works. It would work. What I'm talking about, right? Let's see how far 30 is now. 30 must be dropping way more than that. You see, US30, yeah. So we need to come a bit lower. We still need to come trade lower. So let's leave this one here running like this. Yeah, just leave it running like that there, so that you can see, right? So yeah, let's rate ourselves. So this is a gradient, right? It's a performance scale app which I have created, but it's still literally prototype blueprint, but it's working, right? I am still testing it, but I'm using it as well. So the purpose of this is for it to keep me in my zone, is to make sure that the trader is managed. I manage the trader. If I manage the trader, the fruits will be good, right? The fruits will be good. If I am not in a good shape and I force to trade, then you're not going to get good results. So if we do look at, okay, I did not see, look if it's, yeah, everything is visible. Okay, that's fine. Let me use this one like this, yeah. So if we do look at, we've got on top here our rank. So our goal is to get to legendary, right? So I will improve where you can even maybe just press it and see the other rankings where to get to. And then our streak so far, we've had, I did not update this, yeah. I'm supposed to have updated this. And also if I don't update it on that day, it makes it difficult, right, to update again, because dates are noted here, they are recorded, right? So yeah, so the goal is to reach 42, right? If I reach this 42 here, streaks, right, then I'm going to like graduate, or yeah, graduate to the next rank, which is going to be a skilled trader. So this is per session, you rate it per session, and then if I break rules and according to the rating, I'll get a strike. If I get 4 strikes, it's going to erase all of this. Even if I was at 41 and I'm on my 4th one, it's going to erase it to 0. But if I get to 42, then it's going to what? Get me to the skill funded. What happens if I just go to the skill funded? It's going to give me 2. So let's say I'm on skill funded, it's going to raise it to, let's say I'm on skill funded on my way to elite. So what will happen is I will have my, what will happen? Skill funded, it will erase that, and then if I get another strike, then it's going to take me back to rank. All right. So this is to make sure it keeps you straight. Trading is not a thing whereby we it's not something where we are saying it should it's luck. No, it's not luck, it's intentional. And you consistently have to apply or stick to specific rules, right? Cool. And then we've got a bar here. This is our bar. This bar is a track record. It's the same thing as that. Once we get to the end there, that's where it resets. So did I pray for guidance through the Holy Ghost? Yes, I did pray. I did mention I woke up early, so I did get opportunity as well to do my scripture study. Did I trade? Only documented setups. So what does that mean? It means that I am not just here sitting here saying I am, it looks like, it feels like, it's looking like this or it's looking like that. No, we are not here saying that. We are here saying that I see it's melting, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh wow, are you seeing how much this is melting? Oh my beautiful guys, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, the 19R. Look at the trailing. Look at how the trailing. So this is what I want to incorporate. I'm going to talk about it here as I'm using this performance, right, scale, 17R. So let's go back here. All right, I will talk about that trading. Yeah. So back to traded. Did I trade only documented setups? Yes. So meaning I am not trading things that are saying that I feel like, oh, this feels like, oh, it looks like. No, there's a lot of things that look like, but they are not. Right. I mean, you should be able to learn that from life already. They are things that look original and they're not original, but they look original. There are those who fake it and they make it look like they're there, but they're not there. right? So the purpose of this, it is for you to remain authentic and to always stick to trading things that you know. And how do you trade documented setups? What does that mean? It means that it's things that you have spent time on making sure that you've back tested it, forward tested it, you've printed it out, you've wrote down, you've journaled, right? You've journaled the exposure, yes. You've journaled, you've made sure you've journaled, you are following your rules, right? You've tested it and you've seen that forward testing is actually nice because it's free to forward test. You're actually seeing that, okay, I've got an edge, I know my win rate, I know my not just win rate, but I know my risk is to reward, right? With this, it will allow you to be able to see, to have a competitive advantage, which is your edge, right? So then if you've got documented setups, what does that mean? Whenever you see a setup, right, you are going to fact check it, right, by saying, okay, does it have this? Yes, let me tick. Does it have this? Yes, let me tick. Does it have this? Yes, let me tick. Yes, it qualifies for me. What? It qualifies with, and then it qualifies now for it to be a trader, for it to be a trade, right? I mean, that's what happens. It qualifies for it to be a trade. So, yes, two correct number of trades. You, after now you've documented, you've back tested, and you've been able to see the setups. You now, in that process, you are amongst the data that you are collecting. You are collecting how many times does it take place? Does it take place twice in a session? Does it take place once in a session? Does it take place 5 times in a session? Right. So, yeah, then you know, okay, fine. In a session, maybe I take a maximum of 2 trades, right? In a day, I take maybe a maximum of 4 trades. Maximum of 4 trades doesn't mean you should take 4 trades. No, a maximum of 4 trades. Meaning, if you get my winning trade, if I get another winning trade, maybe I don't have to trade. If I get one winning trade, maybe I don't have to trade. If I see 4 winning trades, I take all those setups. I take them, but it's not like if I take a lose. My rule is if I take 3 losing trades, I should stop. I'm done. I should be done. Right? I'm literally done. So, but for me to take a fourth trade, one of them needs to be a winning trade, right? Meaning, if one was a winning trade, maybe let's say it was a 4R, right? And then I take 2 losing trades. Therefore, meaning for the day, I'm down what? I'm down 2. I'm up 2R from a 4R. Then meaning, if I take the 4th one and it becomes a losing trade as well, then for the day, I'm up 1R. So it's just making sure you are taking solid steps moving forward, It's not about impulsively making decisions, right? So took the correct number of trades, yes. We only took 1 trade here. And we measured. Traded on a valid day. Guys, this for me, I came up with this rule because I was angry. Let me be honest with you. I was angry and something happened here live on stream, right? If you look at not this CPI, the previous CPI, the CPI before that, 2 months ago, I was trading live and there was some sort of manipulation, I would call it, that took place from my side. It happened live. And we were expecting news in about 20 minutes, if not even 25 minutes. And an impulsive whipsaw took place at a time where we were not expecting news, right? It was competing even with the CPI that took place after that. So I was like, okay, these guys, they've got power. It's on that day, right? They've got literally power to press a button and say, okay, we can just clean out, we can flash out, right? So we are not. So I said, okay, I'm going to choose to stay away from big red folder news. So major red folder news, not normal red folder news, major red folder news. So what if you do look at this here? It says traded on no major red folder news. So what is major red folder news? That is our NFP, CPI, FOMC, right? And the big FOMC, the impulsive FOMC, not just the normal FOMC, the big impulsive FOMC. So, but again, there are nice setups that take place there. So it's something, as I highlighted at the beginning, that I made up this rule when I was angry, right? And I said, I don't want it. And I looked at my stats and I said, okay, I don't need this day or these 3 days for me to determine if I'm going to be successful or not. I should still remain profitable, right? So, and consistent as well. So, it's going to probably change as we go forward. But at the moment, I'm just going to always be on the sidelines. I'm not going to trade on those days. So if I don't tick any of these things here, or I miss one and I didn't follow it, it won't allow me to press, right? It's not going to allow me to press to move forward to the next. I'm literally pressing this. It's not going to allow me to press, right? So I need to have made sure I've ticked and I've done all of these things, right? Fine. No major rate fall or US holiday. If there's a US holiday, look, that's ADUSD. I'm saying AD holiday, Australian holiday. It has nothing to do with us. So we shouldn't really be concerned, right? Today, it's CAD. Did it affect any of our charts? No. So we trade what? We trade instruments that are affected by United States economic events, right? That take place. That's what we trade. So that is what is important, right? So did we is there CPI today? No CPI. Is there a public holiday today? No public holiday. So even for the week, you can look at the week already and know that, okay, this week I'm permitted to trade every day. I can come every day and trade, and then or look for setups, right, and trade. And then if there's a public holiday, literally, or a red folder news or CPI NFP, take that day as a day for you to take rest, guys. If you've got one more day where you can take a rest, it's good. Don't look at it as a day, I'm missing out to make money. No, your stats, you are working on operating according to the stats that you've documented and you've back tested, right? So work with those stats and be close to them and see that there's a free day. That day, take time. You can choose to spend time with your family, right? You can choose to work on other things. You should not just have trading focused. You should have something else that you can have your mind dedicated to, right? So we've got that. And then, yeah, so I actually look forward to those days where I'm going to have not just the weekend as something to rest, right? But have also one of the days throughout where no, I'm not going to look at the markets today. I'm just going to be, take time to catch up and do what is right? Cool. So let's go back. We will, once we press proceed, it takes us now to this area here. This graph here you're seeing, that's a radar chart, right? This is an octagon radar chart. So it has 8 sides. It's looking at 8 important things, right? Those 8 important things is what you're going to see here. So what do we have here on the side here? What do we have here? This one is indicating yesterday, or let me say yesterday, the previous session's performance. And the goal is to try to beat that. You see, the goal is to try to beat that. Or once you've reached maybe the top, if you have a day, you've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all of them, you've actually hit them, is to remain there, right? Remain there. So, and soldier on them. So now that's the previous day one. Where's today's one? This is going to be today's one, is we rate it, right? So check this out. So our punctuality, guys, our punctuality today, if there was A plus and A double plus, yeah, I mean, I was already seated here at 5:30, right? And yeah, that was good. Setup execution, this is what's going to cause me from not getting a full like a perfect score, right? Because this trade we got in this trade, I did mention, if we go back again, I mentioned it twice. That I got in a risk entry. I didn't wait for the confirmation. If I waited for my confirmation, my setup execution would have been like beautiful, right? So yeah, my setup execution was a B. That's what it was. Therefore, you cannot have A on discipline. For you to have A on discipline, you should have everything else on A. So meaning, therefore, my discipline is going to be B. You get me? So if I don't get if there's anything else that I get a B, then my discipline goes to C. So if I get 2 Bs, it goes to C. If I get 3 Bs, it goes to D, right? Therefore, it's going to be a strike for sure, right? You're going to get a strike for sure. So our journaling, what journaling do we have here? Did you journal? Yes, I did. I did take notes. So I do have A here. Did I miss any setup? I did not miss any setup. That is good. So as I press these here, this is moving. It's literally moving, right? It's like moving there. So if we go to, did I miss any setup? I said A. Did I risk according to plan? Guys, this here, I don't think I actually risk according to plan. I'll be honest with you. I think I over-risked with this trade. Hence, it was literally a short trade, and already I had already made money. And I think the reason why it became, in fact, my risk was okay. But the fact that price, you saw it impulsively went and gave it a confirmation and came back. So when that was taking place now, when that was taking place, then it went above my risk, right? Because I saw about negative 400 or so. You can check, you can go back then, which is not what I was intending to risk. See? So my risk was okay, but I think you see now, these are working together. It's about my stop loss and my take profit. Because if I had a stop loss, I would have taken it out, which I know would not have been good, but I would have got in again because of my confirmation, because I would have got my confirmation. But at least now it's going to be the second trade instead of it being the first trade. So definitely my risk, I'll give it a, but because I risk, my calculation was good, but my each trade, a stop loss, I didn't have my stop loss, which was not right. So that's going to be a B. So did I follow my mechanical and discretionary rules? Yes, I did. So this is where I wanted to dwell on, right? Let's just look at this. Oh, guys, it's still melting. Yes, according to our trading stop loss, we have, according to our trading stop loss, we are now out. But guys, look at how beautiful this move is. Look at this. Yeah, where did you go out? Somewhere up here. So let's move it here. Look at this, 15R, guys. 15R done live. Guys. Oh man. Anyway, we're still expecting it to melt, right? Let's just check what US 30 is doing. You see, guys. Oh, I really wish I could I was already funded so I can take these trades as well. Days like this don't come all the time. Where I'm expecting getting a sell and the buy, they don't come every day. But yeah, it's here. Right. Cool. Still melting with this one. We are still dropping. So let's go to, where is this here? Back to here. Right. This one now. I want to update this one. I want to update this follow the mechanical and discretionary rules. So what does mechanical and discretionary rules mean? You know, when I've got a trade from point A to point B, point A being the entry, B being the exit, which is where our take profit is, that move, that range, let's say it is a 10R, hypothetically talking and speaking, right? It's a 10R. So this is our A, this is our B, this is our entry, this is our exit, right? So this is a 10R. This being a 10R, my mechanical rule, where I say followed mechanical, what does that mean? It means that anything I did, which is my documenting, and making sure I'm trading a documented setup, my factors of confluence, everything, That is mechanical. It should be mechanical because you should have spent time on backtesting it, right? So it becomes mechanical, meaning it doesn't become, I feel, it becomes discretionary. I feel, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It should be mechanical until a certain specific point. So meaning by the time I get in a trade, I get in my exit, my entry, execution, which is my entry. As price goes towards my take profit, right? As price goes towards my take profit, it's still mechanical, meaning my stop loss is in place, my take profit is in place. I am not allowed to interfere. So if I interfere, for example, price could maybe retrace, go back to break even, I'm like, I know I should go out. I did that yesterday. You saw me do that on Monday, yesterday in London. I got in a trade, and then I chose to go out because I'm not going to justify it. I was wrong. And price gave me a confirmation. It gave me a confirmation outside my zone, outside my entry area, my high, you'd call it POI or my point of interest. Yes, it gave me just outside. So I got in, and because it gave me a confirmation, I got in, then price dropped. It went back up. Now I was now skeptical. Okay, why are you coming back up? Are you coming back up because you did not give me the confirmations at the zone? But I got in the trade. So if I got in the trade, if I put my stop loss and I accepted that this is going to be a loss, and then when it gets there, it gives me another confirmation, then I can get in again. That's fine. But I chose to interfere and go out, and price then ended up going well. In fact, I went out on a loss. See, that was the loss which I actually got yesterday. So what does this mean now? Once everything should be mechanical. When I get to a point where it's mechanical, then so that's back to the entry here, exit here. Let's take profit. So mechanical, stop loss, everything's in there. You don't touch it. Once price is moved 80% to the take profit, so hypothetically speaking, this is a 10R, meaning it has moved 8R. This is where the discretionary part comes, where I'm given the chance to exercise how I'm feeling. But it's restricted. It is restricted with only two options. That's the only thing I have just to choose. And those two options are both in your favor, or in the favor of the trade, which is the first one being, if I choose, so it's reached to 80%. The first one is I can choose to go out. I can choose to go out of the trade, right? So if I choose to go out of the trade, I'm out of the trade. Sharp, like 80%, meaning I've taken an 8R out of a 10R. If price carries on going, I am content with the 2R price carries on going. I should be fine with that. And hits the take profit sharp. The second choice, right, is if I say I'm gonna stay inside the what do you call it? If I say I'm going to stay inside the move, right? I want the whole 10R, then I should put my price above break even, meaning this trade cannot be a losing trade. It cannot be a losing trade. It's either going to be a winning trade or a break-even trade, meaning you are not permitted to have a losing trade out of that setup. Price cannot move a whole 8R, or it cannot move a whole 3R or 6R. Okay, it's not about R's here. It's about percentage. Let's not use R. Price cannot move 80% of your move to the take profit, because if you're using R, it's the same thing as money, and we are trying to run away from that because the work, the craft is the one that gives birth to the R and the money, not you saying I want the 8R. No, it's about what the craft is saying. So if your setup, right, said you are going to get a 10R, price cannot move 80% of that move and come back. Even if it's a 3R, it can move 80% of that move and come back and hit you stop loss. If you not even come back, breaking stop loss. No. See, so that's the second choice of saying. The first one is I've hit 80% of my move. So am I going to stay inside, or I'm going to go out, which is the choice of going out, right? The second one is if I'm going to stay, I'm going to move my stop loss above break even. Once I've moved my stop loss above break even, what that does is it says the result of this trade is either going to be a break even or a what? Or a winning trade. In fact, you could even put it 1R in, so that you know that you're going to have at least not just above breaking, but a winning 1R. You've now created a stop loss for the next trade. It's that simple. That's right. So what I would like to add from this here is, if I've chose to if I've chose to, so this is like a condition, right, to the second. If I choose to stay in the trade, right, I should put the stop loss into break even, right? Sharp. Cool. That's okay. Oh, above break even. Cool. If price hits take profit, right? You just take profit. Sharp. I've got two options: to go out, which I'm happy, or I can put stop loss to that 80% of the move. I don't know if you see, we are taking solid steps, right? If you get a force, it resists, right? It just hits us to the 80%. What does that mean? So let's go back. Exit, entry. Entry, exit, right? We are going up. And price, take profit is here. 80%, slightly here. 80%, let me say, is here, where this finger is here. So the first one, price gets here, we can choose to go out of the trade. That's done. The second one is price gets here, and I say I want to stay in this trade. My stop loss is this one here, my thumb here. So I say I'm going to move my stop loss from here to there, right? So that I can have price to reach this extra 20% that's left. Fine. Once price reaches here, that's what I'm saying now. Once price reaches here, I've got the choice to say, I am going to go out, that's okay. Or I'm going to move my stop loss, which is this one here, this thumb, to where this thumb is there, to 80%. Meaning, the only outcome I'm going to have of this trade now is either at 80% or more. So now what takes place? I start trailing. This is where the trailing takes place, where I'm trailing like we did here. We had a move. We went out there because of the figures, because of the take profit figures, because we want to make more than we are supposed to. That's fine. But my take profit was this one here, was somewhere around here. So now, actually like around this low here, that's where my take profit was here, around this low here, sharp, that's 11R, cool. So that's where my take profit is. And then what happens? Price chooses to what? We get the 80% of that. That's going to be, I think, maybe 9 point something. Maybe, what was it, 8.5? I think 8.5, 8.4. So let's say it's 8.4. So take profit is here. Let's apply that there. Say take profit is there. And then, so take profit, right? Then 80%, we are just, it's about 8.5, I think. Just need to be corrected. Yeah, somewhere 8.6, 8.5 there. Sorry. So that's 80% of the move, right? Somewhere there. So I'm saying if price reaches 80% of the move, which is somewhere here, now I take my stop loss, I put it into break even, sharp, that's okay. If I put my stop loss into break even, then cool. Once price hits take profit here, if I want to stay in the trade, I should move my stop loss. Guys, let me write it here so that you that's my SL there. Let's put it in caps. I should move my stop loss to where? My 80%. Then my trading begins. So what does that mean? It means that this trade is only going to be either 80% win, right, which now takes us back to that one of the first option, which is still a win, or it's going to be whatever it is going to be when I'm trailing, right, as I'm trading. So that is what I'm going to add on this here. So did I follow my mechanical rules? And then yes, I did. So look at our chat there, which is good. So let me just take note here. So okay, when you take this notes here, we mentioned good and bad, right? Things we can literally improve. So what can we improve from this here? As much as we had good results, what can we improve from here? Okay, what did we fail here? Okay, of course, we need to improve in these two things here. These are the two things. It's already there, right? So as much as it was a winning session, confirmations are, I didn't spell that right, I'll fix it, are always ideal. Look, if we didn't have a confirmation after the risk entry we got in and price didn't traded higher against us, as we would have lost more than we were supposed to. See, so that's the lesson there, right? That is the lesson there. Do that there. Once we just submit it, that is it there. Now we can look at, we got 37 points, which is good, right? And the highest is 40 points, so we got 37 points, which is not bad. And our streak has now moved from 3 to 4, right? This bar has went up a bit. If you look at this now, this blue being our current, red being our previous, right? If you look at, we've improved. You see now, this is there to keep you accountable and consistently want to grow, right? What are we seeing here? We have improved our punctuality versus the previous. What did we not improve on? Setup execution, it still remains the same as that one there. So meaning we should improve on the next session. We should make sure we improve at our setup execution. It's like clean and simple. And then discipline, therefore, it cannot be. Discipline will be full when this whole octagon shape is full as well. Cool. Did we journal? Yes, we did. Did we miss? So journaling, I'm going to change it to capturing, right? So capturing is like seeing things, because journaling while you are trading is not ideal. You end up missing on trades and you're not going to focus, right? But it's about capturing, like, okay, I see something, I want to revisit that, take note of that. Instead of saying, I'll remember it in my head. That's what that is, should. So I'll change that to capturing. And then missed setup, we improved there. We did very well. At least according to plan, that is, we did well there. Where we messed up is here. Is our not making sure we got a stop loss or a take profit, right? Because if we had both a stop loss and take profit, I would have actually closed that 1.3 I was seeing there. But I ended up closing about 900 because price pulled back. So our take profit price would have just hit it and it would have been fine, right? You see, so it's important to have these things in place. Then followed mechanical and discretionary rules. Yes, I did. I did follow that there. So yeah, that is what happened, guys. That is what we were looking forward to, guys. It is still melting. It's like melting and melting and melting. Let's see where US30 is. US30 is still around there. Wow, 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 wow. Trader Al, you should be happy with what price has done. If you are still in the trade, I don't know, I wouldn't recommend still being in the trade. If you're still in the trade, I wouldn't recommend still being in the trade, right? It has moved already significant enough. We've eaten, that's there, unless you know what you've got there. But again, remember, guys, nothing here is financial advice. Everything you see on this channel, it is all for educational and financial, no, not financial purposes, and entertainment purposes, right? I am not regulated by the FSCA or any financial sector, right, or any financial board. So I'm just here showing the reality of trading, and it's all for entertainment purposes, right? So it's still moving, still going well. Let's see gold. What did gold end up doing? Right, like I said, I was expecting a short from gold. I wanted it to trade higher and short, so it's actually going fine. So look at all the setups happening on a day where but again, I believe days like this will come. Days like this will come, even when we are funded, and because we've actually, how do I believe? It's because I know I've tested it, and I know the setups that I expect and what I look forward to for the market to do. So guys, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for participating. If it's your first time, guys, subscribe. We've got 3 spots to 100 subscribers. We're 97 right now, so we just left with about 3 so that we can get to 100. And yeah, guys, let's do what is right. Let's pray. Let's put God first. Let's do what's required of us, right? And guys, remember, it is only going to get better, right? It's only going to